going to sign in. Okay, so I'm going to start recording. So I'm recording with Loom. I recorded with MSN Recorder. So what we're going to be doing is looking on ways to generate a AI podcast with Google's Notebook LM. So we're here. So let me do a couple of things. I want to record. I'm recording in Loom. I'm recording in MSN Recorder, and now I want to record to the cloud with Zoom, which I'm recording. Then what I want to do is I want to go live on YouTube. And I'm going to use the It Is Trainee channel. And it says I'm broadcasting a Zoom meeting to YouTube Live. And the Zoom meeting title on YouTube is AI Podcast with Google Notebook LM. I'm going live. I'm going from a Zoom to a YouTube stream. Let us. And I am going to copy the URL of YouTube to have it in my notes. So I'm going to open up my notepad. And here's my YouTube here as well. And let's begin. So I have a couple of things that I wanted to do today is talk about using a new program from Google called Notebook LM. I've never used it before, so we're going to be working on this together. What I thought I would do is take a PowerPoint slide, and for a topic like cloud computing, and upload it to my Google Drive, and then from there, convert it to Google Slides, and from Google Slides, have it read into the Google Notebook. So we're going to be trying this trial by error. We'll see how we go. And once we get it done once, I'm sure it'll be easier for all of us. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. And if you share my screen, you can see here I'm also live on YouTube. Do you see that? So I'm live on YouTube right here. And the thing that I want to do is make sure I have is first I need to convert a PowerPoint to Google. So I have two ways to do it. I put this into Google, how to convert PowerPoints to Google Slides, because I need this in order to insert it to Notebook LM. So I can do one of two ways. This seems to be maybe easier, it seems to me, that it says you convert a PowerPoint to Google Slide by uploading it to the Google Drive and then opening it with Google Slides.
Is there any file format that you can use without?
I don't hear. Are you speaking to me? Because you don't. Your mic is off.
Yes. Is there any way to use a document without having to convert it, like a PDF or something that in an original format that you can use?
Let me check here.
Like a PDF, for example.
Let me just see here. Generating audio view. Start by signing into a personal account and visiting your Notebook LM website. Click on the plus of New Notebook. Google Docs and slides are simple to import. You can also upload websites, YouTube videos. Keep in mind some caveats in mind. Only the text from websites can be analyzed, not the images. Notebook will use text transcription and linked videos. After you drop in all your links and documents, you'll want to open up Notebook available in the right-hand corner.
So you can use YouTube links?
Yeah, but the YouTube links, it has to have a transcript. Let me just do this because I've never done. I'm in the middle right now, and I want to know how to do a PowerPoint.
You're already here. Why don't you go to the
No, that's why I'm already here. So that's what I want to.
Scroll down and we'll see.
So I have my PowerPoint slide. Here's my PowerPoint slide of my.
But you have to convert.
Technology. So what I want to do, please bear in mind. Later on, you can do something yourself. So bear in mind, I want to go to. I want to go to OneDrive. So I'm going to go to my drive. And right here, I want to go new. And I'll just do it in my regular one right here. So I'm going to just do, I want to do a file upload. My file upload, I'll go to my, in this case, I'll go to my downloads. Over this. Go to my documents. And from my documents, I'm going to go to my subdirectory called BTE 210. And in BTE 210, I'm going to go to PowerPoint. And I'll go to TG3. Open. One upload complete. Right, so I have my upload complete. And I'll go to my drive.
You won't believe it, but this.
Please. Okay, I have this. Opening the file in Google Slides. Let's see. I clicked on it, and this is open here. Great. So now, what I want to do is I'm going to dismiss, file, save as Google Slides. Let's see what happens. File. And let's download it too. files. Got it. File. Let's move it to.
Did you make an account in?
Not yet, I haven't done anything. I'm just having my file. Okay. Current drawing.
You won't believe it, but this.
Okay. New folder. And I'm going to call my new folder Google slide. I'll just call it slides. Create. And now this folder is empty. I'm going to do File, Save As. Okay. Copy of Raymond, my drive. And then I want slides. And select. Make a copy. Okay. So now let me go to how to generate a podcast. So they told me start by signing in your personal account and visit Notebook LM website. So I'm going to go into a new tab. And the new tab is Notebook LM Google. And it says your personal website. So it says the ultimate tool for understanding the information modes built with Gemini 1.5. Try it. And it says upload your sources. So you can't upload. Do you see this, Harvey? You can't upload PDFs, websites, YouTube videos, audio files, Google Docs, or Google Slides. And Notebook will summarize them and make interesting connections, and see the source, not just the answer. Listen and on the go. You can make audio files and value properties. So let me try it. Welcome to Notebook. We're excited. Keep me updated. Okay, we value privacy. And I say okay. And I'm going to create my first notebook. So I'm going to go back to the directions, what this is telling me to do. So I've opened up the Notebook LM. And it says click the plus arrow that reads in your source. So I'm going to go into the plus, upload your documents. Okay. Let me move this a bit up here. Examples and inventions. So I guess I'm just going to create.
Did you create an account in that?
No, I just went in and it took my, I guess I'm in Google anyways right now. I'm in my Google account, so it took me automatically there.
You searched it? How did you get to Notebook ML? You searched it or you went to the site?
Right here. No, basically it's this. You go to, I'll show you. you basically go to, you can go to Notebook LM website, or let me just show you. You want me to show you the link?
No, I'm already there, so.
Okay, yeah, you're in
But
Notebook, right?
somehow I'm with your Dr. Esra. Should I change to Dr. ARush?
Yeah, change it this way. Yeah, change
This
it
way
this
we
way.
have different IDs there.
Yeah, we have different IDs, and then we won't over. You have yours in case we have some issues. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it says sources let the new responses that matters most to you. Example, upload sources. Drag and drop or choose file to upload. Supported PDF, text, Markdown. Do you know what Markdown is?
Yes.
What is it?
Markdown HTML, any markdown language like this.
Okay. Audio, like MP3. So let's do Google Slides. And I'm going to go to, this is the recent one right here. You see this? I'll click on this and I'll say insert. I guess it worked. Right. Wow. So notice right here, this technology guide. So it gives me already a summary of the PowerPoint. You got it? Suggested question. These are suggested questions. So now I want to figure out how to, once I drop that in, find the audio overview section and click the generate button. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm already generating it.
Did you generate with your audio?
No, I generated it.
Find the audio overview. I'm trying to find the audio overview.
I generated it with WizMoreBiz.
Okay, let me just
and
generate.
I got already a summary.
I got a summary.
This may take a few minutes. No need to stick around.
But it's it. This is the audio overview. Okay, let's see. Find the audio and click the generate button. Next, you'll need to exercise some patience because it takes a few minutes to load depending on how much source material you're using. I only used one slide, so it was maybe 15 slides. Okay? So it takes a while. Yeah. After the tool generates the AI podcast, you can create a shareable link to the audio or simply download the file. Additionally, you have the option to adjust its playback speed in case you need the podcast to be quicker or slowed down. The internet has gotten creative with Notebook's LM audio feature, using it to create audio-based deep dives into complex technical topics, generate files that neatly summarize dense research papers, and produce podcasts about their personal health and fitness routines, which poses an important question. And that important question should you use Notebook LM to crank through your most personal files? The summaries generated for
you get like one of those songs stuck in your head, but like for a phone number. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. Like those jingles, right?
Exactly. 1-800-Flowers or something like that.
Yeah, those vanity numbers.
Exactly, vanity numbers. So, they're not just random digits, they're practically jingles.
Yeah.
Like, you think about it. 1-800-Flowers. You're going to remember that way easier than some random florist's number, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's instant brand recognition too.
Right. So there's this whole strategy behind why businesses use them. And it's actually super interesting to think about.
Do you hear
Totally.
this?
Like, what does it say about their overall approach?
Amazing. Isn't it?
Are they going
That's
for memorability, approachability?
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today. We found this website, WizMoreBiz, and let me tell you, they are not subtle about this stuff.
Oh, really? Lay it on me.
So first thing you see, plastered all over the site, is their name. WizMoreBiz, business advice. Like, okay, we get it. You're about business.
Yeah, a little on the nose, maybe.
Just a tad. But then, front and center, they hit you with this phone number, 949-6673. 9.249.
Hold on, let me see that. 949-6673.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. One Wismore Biz.
Yep, they turn their name into a phone number.
That is bold. I kind of love it. It's like they want to make sure you can't forget them even if you tried.
Exactly. And there's a psychological reason why this works. I mean, our brains, they just latch onto patterns and rhymes. It's like that earworm thing again. Easier to remember than just a jumble of numbers.
Oh, for sure. Think about how we teach kids the alphabet. It's all about catchy tunes and rhymes. This is basically the business card equivalent of that.
And it's not just about being catchy either, right? Think about the name Wismore Biz. It's playing on this wizard theme. They're like the magical helpers of the business world.
Exactly. They're not just consultants, they're problem solvers. They even have X strategy trading consulting.
Right. And volunteer tutoring
Are you
on
hearing
automated
this?
trading
Yeah, I'm
strategies,
telling you.
plus programming and financial modeling.
It's like they've got a spell for every business world. Totally. But that whole X strategy thing, I have to ask. Is that even a real thing? Did they just make that up?
Well, they say on their website, and I quote, "Our vision of X strategy consulting is that organizations will define their strategy and then carry it out."
So far, so good.
Right. But then they go on. "Too frequently, such X strategy fails to lead the decision makers who forget about a strategy and make poor decisions off the cuff that they will later regret."
So they're saying people make plans but don't stick to them.
Exactly. And that's where X strategy, whatever that may be, comes in. They finish by saying, "So stick to
Are
your
you
strategy
listening?
and
Yes.
revise it frequently to make sure that it
Incredible.
remains relevant."
It's better
So
than
basically,
I
it's
thought.
about being proactive
Uh-huh.
and adaptable.
Yeah, it's
Strategy
awesome.
isn't just a document, it's a living, breathing thing.
Right. And even if that's not exactly groundbreaking, they found a way to make it their own.
Branding, my friend. It's all about branding.
It's brilliant. Imagine you're at a conference, right? You're getting bombarded with information, business cards left and right.
Oh, tell me about it. I've been there. It's overwhelming.
Right. But then
Look how
you see
good
this
they
card,
sound.
and it's got this phone number, One Wismore Biz. It's memorable.
It's unforgettable. That visual element is so key. We're visual creatures, even if we don't always realize it.
It just shows they put thought into how they're presenting themselves. They're not just offering a service, they're crafting an identity.
And that's something we can all learn from, whether we're running a business or just trying to communicate effectively in our everyday lives. It's about thinking strategically about how we present ourselves and our ideas.
Exactly. It makes you think about your own communication strategy, like even in a simple email or how you come across in a meeting.
Right. It's about being memorable, impactful. What's your one was more your name message? What makes you stand out from the crowd?
Love that. So, listeners, next time you're struggling to make
You're
your point, remember the Wizards of Wismore Biz. Channel that energy.
And hey, if you figure out a way to work X strategy into your daily life, let us know, because I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Me too. But that's the fun of it, right?
Yeah.
Always more to learn, more ways to be creative, more whiz to discover.
You stop?
Where is the podcast? I don't know. Must be somewhere.
It's an audio file.
Yeah, I
somewhere.
know, but there must be somewhere that you can turn it into a podcast.
Yeah. Turn it into what?
Into a podcast. Or
Yeah,
this is
but
the,
at least you have the audio file. I'll hear you. This is what it says. Okay?
yeah, there's no mention about podcast anywhere here.
Wait a minute, your podcast should be shaken, okay? Adding the audio options was a Oh, I have mine too. Should podcast be? I
Support.
guess then you just bring it into you bring that audio into your podcasting interface. You want to hear mine?
Yes.
This is taking a slide.
Got some slides here from the textbook Introduction to Information Systems, 9th edition by Rayner and Prince.
Oh, excellent choice. Cloud computing, it's huge.
It really is. And this section is their Technology Guide 3, Cloud Computing. So we're going deep on this one.
It's a whole new world, it's completely changing how we work, how we live.
It's 12 minutes.
We'll break it all down so you'll really get it.
Okay, so let's start basic then. When we say cloud computing, we're talking about a fundamental shift in IT infrastructure, right? Like how everything works.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. A while back, businesses needed these massive, expensive servers, right, to handle all their data.
Right, it was a whole production.
It was. And
Yeah.
now it's like everything's out there, accessible over the internet. businesses can tap into as much processing power and storage as they need, all thanks to the cloud.
It is amazing how fast things change. But how did we even get here? What's the short version of how IT systems have evolved to this point?
And they have suggested questions too. You see this?
With those like room-sized mainframes, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures. Those things were huge.
They're like dinosaurs. Then came PCs, which were revolutionary, and then BAN networks connecting everything.
Right.
And each step basically made things more accessible, more powerful, setting the stage for, well, everything we have today with the cloud.
And it's not even just about power, it's the flexibility, right? Like this textbook uses the term on-demand self-service. What does that even mean in real life?
So think of it like having a library card versus buying every single book you might ever want to read.
Okay, that's a good analogy.
With cloud computing, you can basically scale your resources up or down whenever you need to. You just pay for what you use.
Where's
You need
the
more storage this month, no problem. It's like instant. You basically have an on-demand IT department at your fingertips.
Okay, I'm getting a much better picture now. So it's flexible, cost-effective. But what actually is the cloud? I mean, is it just like a bunch of servers in a warehouse somewhere?
You're picturing a server farm.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. That's basically it. The cloud is this massive network of data centers, all interconnected and absolutely packed with servers. Those server farms are what's providing all that computing power, all that storage that we access through the internet.
So when we talk about the cloud, we're really talking about this huge interconnected system that's actually spread out across tons of physical locations.
You got it. And one of the really key concepts here is virtualization. So imagine like running multiple virtual computers on one physical server. Virtualization is what makes the cloud so efficient, and so adaptable.
what's the difference between the audio file and the podcast?
They're all linked up.
What's the difference between what? Let me just stop it for a second. What?
What's the difference between the podcast and the audio file? Is the audio file the end?
That's what they call a podcast.
So then you take it and you post it on your
Podcast.
on something.
Yeah. So you remember we were using that podcaster system. So
And
this
you
is
just
my
did.
audio file.
Okay.
And the reason I would do that, then I could have a link to it.
Oh, okay. Then you can take that summary and turn it to another video generator.
Yes.
And it will generate a video, so you get
Yes.
a video plus the audio.
Right. Plus, a lot of these podcasts are only audio, really. There's some of them are video. They're talking, and they say right here, which is interesting. Can I read this to you?
Yes.
These audio overviews. Let me just even say here. Here it's this one. Adding audio options to Google Labs online notebook was a transformational moment. By changing the modality, it unlocks a whole new set of use cases. What makes Notebook LM stand out from other generative AI tools being flung at users in 2024 are surprisingly enough the filler words and peculiar phrases rather than the drab, monotonous voiceovers you may expect from two AI voices summarizing data. You listen?
Yes.
The cadence and vocal performances of the Notebook's synthetic podcasters sound far less stilted. Do you understand?
Yes.
So what you're getting, usually what you got is you submit something and then you'd almost get a monotonous voice summarizing what you're, like a reader.
Yes.
But here you're getting two voices that are synthetic, and they have some emotion sort of put to that.
Uh-huh.
And should podcasters be shaking in their soundproof booths right now? Because usually the professional podcasters, they go to soundproof booths and they're creating it. So they say, not really. Even if AI podcast tools like the one in Notebook LM prove to be sticking, engaging summaries of the information for the general public, which remains to be seen, since synthetic voices will never mimic the parasocial connections developed by human podcasters shit talking for hours as they subscribers voyeuristically listen in. These audio overviews are not meant to match a specific podcaster's voice, mind you, but a kind of idolized UR podcaster duo, easily recognizable through their ums, ohs, loose style of pause-heavy conversation. Even just for the first week that we launched, it was clear what the roadmap was afterwards, said Martin. People want the knobs, letting users tweak the AI's output, like the podcaster's length or the topic of the focus, is a priority for the team, and she hopes to ship updates quickly. So what you could say is, give me a 5-minute podcast. This, when you said generated, how many minutes did you have? Are you there?
Yes.
How many minutes was your audio?
Maybe 5 minutes.
How many?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Mine was 12. So
Yeah.
you could, they said in the future, you will be able to tell the length, or you'll be able to tell the topic focus is a priority for the team. And she hopes to ship updates quickly. They're talking to the manager of this team. Adding, and then they're going to add more languages. Diverse accents is also important to her. Right now, the synthetic hosts are calibrated for conversations only in English. Did you remember in the morning we heard of the Hebrew version?
Yes.
And did you see how they put in music in between the sections?
Yes.
And she spoke, it was kind of the same idea of people spent, and did you hear how many people she had in the background just to create it? There were like 6 people.
Yes.
You know, we got the audio engineer, we got the editor, they take it and they edit it a few times. So what they're going to do is they say, don't expect to be able to use your own voice in Notebook LM podcast generations anytime soon. So what you could do is me and you could then give our voices, and then instead of the banter between those 2 people, could be the banter of us. They say, don't expect that anytime soon. Martin says the team needs to see whether there's a feature people actually want and if it can be responsibly deployed. So the idea in this case is you could take somebody else's voice and think about it. Hey, this is Trump and Harris speaking to each other, right? So that's what they talk about responsibly deployed. The explosive popularity of Notebooks LM audio overview as part of Google Labs rather than the feature inside of Gemini chatbot is a reminder that AI companies are not fully sure about what they will resonate with the users until the software is out in the wild.
Wow.
So basically, this is part of their labs version. You understand? Tomorrow it could go on, but I think what they're surprised of is how much excitement they got over this. The explosive popularity as part of the, rather as a feature, it's a reminder that AI companies are not fully sure about what will resonate with users until the software is out in the wild. OpenAI ChatGPT was originally released as a research preview, for example, and with the constant slurry of generative AI announcement, whatever captures the zeitgeist isn't necessarily the most marketed or utilitarian feature, but rather the most entertaining. But how easy it is.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And how nicely the flow of those 2 people, they really get the essence. Did you see that?
Yes.
It was incredible.
Yes.
It really was the audio overview. And then on the side here, you can have share audio overview. You can have a link where people can go to it. Do you see this on mine? You see my screen?
Yes, I see.
So you see right up here that was share the audio overview. So you could just put a link right there, but anyone with the link has access. So you could even put that link, I guess, and put it in your website.
Yes.
Incredible. And then what is this? You can change the playback feed. You can download it. You see that?
Yes.
So when you download it, it's untitled. You then can give it at this point you can give it a name. This was 31 meg. You download it to you. It's incredible.
Yes.
And how easy is it?
Yes.
And mine, do you see that? Does yours have suggested questions?
I haven't seen it if it does.
Did you see, does it give you a summary?
Yes.
So it has a summary, but then you see here suggested questions?
Mine doesn't have suggested questions.
Well, I guess because it saw that it was a part. Let me just put this one in. It'd be interesting. Pretty neat, huh?
Yes.
Incredible, really.
Yes.
Glad we did it, aren't you?
Yes.
Now would be interesting. See, and you can add a note. What are these settings here? Notebook, frequently asked questions. What's new? So you can see how they do it, how to use it, features, troubleshooting. Notebook LM, untitled notebook, you see this? If I want a new notebook, if I wanted to do a link, right? So you just can do Google Drive, Google Slides. You can give a link, website, YouTube, and paste text, copy text, so you can just even put text in there. Incredible. Examples, marketing plans, course reading, research notes, meeting transcripts, sales document. You see this one?
Which one?
I put in what they have about me in Witty.
Uh-huh. No, I'm trying to put a video from YouTube to see if it is any different.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Trouble that after a while I don't know
Where you are.
where I was and where's my video, which I put in a short video,
Yeah.
and now I lost the.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another good one with the toilet.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what we should do? We should do the video of the YouTube.
Oh, it finished already. Let me see what it is.
All right, so today we're diving into something new. Yeah, a YouTube channel called ARush. And let me tell you, the transcript excerpt we've got, well, it's not much to go on.
True, true, but that's part of the fun, right? Trying to piece together the bigger picture from just a few clues.
Exactly. It's like detective work, but for YouTube channels. So where do we even begin with this one? We've got name tag, getting the other camera from above. What kind of vibe are we getting here?
Well, right off the bat, those phrases tell me this isn't just some casual homemade video. Name tag makes me think interview or presentation, maybe.
Oh, for sure. And that whole other camera bit definitely implies a multi-camera setup, which usually means more
Is
effort,
this
more
incredible?
production value, not just your average YouTube fare.
Definitely not.
Mm.
This feels deliberate, like they're aiming for a specific audience with this.
And then there's the channel name
Hey,
itself,
can you stop
ARush.
it?
It just
No, just a
oozes that
second,
feeling of
please.
high stakes, fast paced action, doesn't it?
It really does. And that's interesting when you consider the terms we see in the video title: ontrial.co, expert witness, litigation.
Whoa, hold on. It's all clicking into place now, isn't it? We're not just talking fast paced, we're talking legal. This could be a whole world of lawyers, courtrooms, maybe even true crime.
It's definitely a possibility. And if that's the case, then those production values make even more sense. They're trying to come across as
Figured it out.
credible, authoritative, especially if they're dealing with legal stuff.
Makes you think, who's their target audience, right? Is this channel for law students, practicing lawyers, or just people fascinated by the legal system?
All great questions. And here's another one. Is ontrial.co a real website? Because if it is, that could tell us so much about the specific niche this channel is going for.
Oh, that's a good catch. I didn't even think of that. If our listeners are curious, they should definitely try and hunt that down. It could be a treasure trove of information about this channel.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of these deep dives, isn't it?
How many minutes
We
is
start
it?
with just a few scraps of information, and
Uh,
suddenly we're down this
two-
rabbit hole of
2.5.
possibilities.
So,
How many?
what do we think? Is ARush a channel about high profile court cases, a platform for legal experts to share their knowledge, or maybe something completely different, something we haven't even considered yet?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And unfortunately, with the limited info we have, there's no way to know for sure.
But that's okay. We've laid the groundwork, pointed out the key clues, and now it's up to our listeners to decide what they think. Go out there, explore ARush, and see what kind of rush you get.
What do you think?
Just stunning.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I made another one.
It's incredible, each one that it comes up with, no?
I made another one with the toilet. So
Let me try this one.
it's
Let me try the YouTube that we're doing right now.
This
and
is
see
a
what happens.
transcript of the YouTube video demonstrating how to clean a toilet.
Great.
The video presenter, ARush, details step by step, includes using a garden sprayer filled with cleaning solution to target the toilet bowl, rim, and seat.
Let me try our.
The process,
I'm doing the YouTube. I'm inserting the YouTube of what we're doing right now. You understand? I don't know if it's gonna work. Incredible, isn't it?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Oh, you can do it. The source limit is 50, so you can do 50 notebooks. Is that it?
Apparently.
guess for each account.
Yeah.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
For each Google account.
Yeah. Listen to the toilet discussion.
Welcome to the deep dive. Ready to go down a rabbit hole? We're getting in some fascinating territory today, even for us.
Let me go stop and share. You share yours.
Cleaning
Share your
methods
No,
screen.
just listen
Yeah,
to
those-
it.
Oh,
Well, get ready because we're diving headfirst into the world of bathroom hygiene.
bathroom hygiene. Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
You've got this YouTube
Oh,
video,
yeah.
right? Transcript, actually. The creator, who goes by ARush, is giving this whole tutorial on, get this, cleaning a toilet.
Cleaning a toilet, huh? Not exactly our usual subject matter.
Exactly. But that's the thing about these deep dives, right? There's always something unexpected lurking just beneath the surface. And this one, oh boy, it's a wild ride.
All right,
Oh,
all right,
boy.
you piqued my curiosity.
And how the
What makes
expressions
ARush's
are.
cleaning
Oh, boy.
routine so special?
So imagine this, you're watching this video, and ARush is describing their process in detail.
Yeah.
But instead of the typical toilet brush, they're using a garden hose sprayer.
A garden hose sprayer for a toilet.
I know, right? But wait, it gets better. The sprayer is attached to a lanyard.
A lanyard. Okay, now I've got to know. Is this a common thing somewhere?
Well,
That's the million-dollar question. It's certainly creative. You've got to give them that.
You
It
gotta
speaks
give
to a certain resourcefulness, don't you think? Like, adapt what you have to get the job done.
It does make you wonder, though, about the availability of more conventional, toilet cleaning tools.
Exactly. And then there's the whole arsenal of cleaning products. We're talking chlorine bleach, white vinegar, even scrubbing bubbles, the works.
Sounds like a pretty standard cleaning kit. What's so unusual about that?
It's the combination and how they're used. ARush mixes
I
them
know
all
what-
together and
with the
even suggests leaving some of the cleaner on the toilet seat afterward to deter flies.
Whoa, hold on a second. Now that's a bit concerning. While those cleaning agents are effective on their own, mixing them, especially with bleach and then leaving residue, it's not exactly recommended. In fact, most health organizations strongly advise against it.
It makes you think, though, right? What starts as a simple deep dive into toilet cleaning actually reveals a lot more about ARush than we might have expected.
Absolutely. Everyday activities like cleaning can be incredibly revealing. The way someone approaches a task like this can offer a glimpse into their problem-solving skills, their cultural background, even their understanding of hygiene. It's like a cultural fingerprint.
It is. And it makes you realize that there's a story behind everything, even something as seemingly mundane as cleaning a toilet. What stands out to you most about ARush's approach?
Honestly, their resourcefulness. The lanyard and garden hose thing, that's some next level improvisational skills right there.
I know, right? Definitely not something you see every
Look
day.
at they have
Exactly.
the laughter.
The disregard for safety precautions, that's a little concerning. Mixing strong chemicals and leaving residue. It makes you wonder how much of this is deliberate and how much is just a lack of awareness about potential risks.
It's a good reminder that even in the most unexpected places, like a cleaning tutorial, there are always important lessons to be learned. And that's what makes these deep dives so fascinating, isn't it?
Absolutely. You never know what you're going to uncover or where you're going to find it.
So the next time you're tackling a mundane chore, think of ARush and their unconventional cleaning methods. You never know. It might just spark a whole new perspective on the world around you.
Who knows? You might even be inspired to try a lanyard and garden hose cleaning method yourself. But maybe skip the bleach residue, just to be safe.
Good advice. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride into the world of bathroom hygiene. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
This thing is totally addictive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I'm going to end the session.
No, don't end it.
I think it's good because I've already gone for 48 minutes
Are there any
two.
Are there any limits?
I just like to keep mine under an hour, my sections. But what I would like to do is maybe put the link of the article and see how it summarizes that of itself. So I'm going to stop. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop the YouTube, and then I want to give it the YouTube link. Let me share my screen. recently uploaded videos may not be available. If I will learn more about the
Okay,
reason.
listen to this one. This is going to be a killer that you never believe. So, please listen to this one.
What?
Wow, this is too much. Wow. It's Google. Wow. They really have something going on. I always believed that Google would come through with this AI first, but now that is absolutely the proof to it.
Right. But how it got that and how it came up with it. Okay, what am I listening to? You have it done already or no?
It's processing. You have to listen to this one. This will be a killer. This is too much. Wow. This is absolutely this notebook. Wow. I saw all the time people bragging about it, but until now it didn't have the audio in the podcast.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have the audio. And the two people,
Yeah.
and they sound so convincing, don't they? And they
Yeah.
do little giggles, they
Yeah,
laugh.
Listen to that, sir.
Okay, so get this right. Hurricane outside. People are evacuating. And this person is worried about foot fungus.
You're kidding, right? What?
No, I'm serious. I found this YouTube video, and it's something else. Hurricane Exodus, remember that one?
Yeah, last year, Florida. That was rough.
Right, so this video pops up right when the hurricane's about to make landfall.
What, like a public service announcement? Don't forget your antifungal while fleeing the hurricane?
No. It's this person, and they're showing how to make a DIY foot fungus treatment.
During a hurricane. Seriously. Okay, I gotta see this.
It's wild.
That is too
They're
much.
mixing vinegar, rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, like just dumping it all together.
Oh God, no. That's not good. Mixing those chemicals like that, that's dangerous.
That's what I thought. It's like they're in a frenzy or something.
Well, think about it, right? Hurricanes coming, stress levels are through the roof, might not have access to their usual medications.
And they can't get to a doctor, probably.
Exactly. So they turn to what they have on hand. It's a survival instinct almost.
But still, vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. Wouldn't you think twice?
You'd hope so. But in a crisis, people can get desperate. They're looking for any kind of solution. That's why it's so important what we're doing, right?
You mean like talking about evidence-based medicine, getting good information out there?
Exactly, because this video, it's a prime example of what not to do. First of all, mixing those chemicals is like a recipe for disaster.
Literally. It could explode, couldn't it?
Well, maybe not explode, but heat? Oh yeah, toxic fumes. Definitely a possibility. And you're in a hurricane shelter, ventilation's probably not great.
Not the best time for a chemistry experiment gone wrong.
Exactly. And on top of that, who knows what that concoction is actually doing to their skin? It could make the fungus worse.
So what should people do instead if they're in a situation like this, I mean?
First and foremost, don't panic. Easier said than done, I know. But seriously, try to stay calm. If you can, check the CDC website, the WHO, any reputable source.
And if you can't access those.
Reach out to your doctor, a local clinic, even a pharmacist if you can. They're going to give you the most accurate information for your situation.
This kind of reminds me, we've talked before about how the internet can be a double-edged sword, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's a fantastic resource for information, but you have to be careful. Just because something's on YouTube doesn't mean it's safe, effective, or even accurate.
So we've got a hurricane, a questionable foot fungus remedy. What's the takeaway here?
I think it comes back to what we always say, think critically, be informed, and when in doubt, consult a professional. This whole situation really makes you think, like, what else might people try in a crisis? Makes you wonder.
It does make you wonder. And what can we do to get better information out there so people aren't relying on DIY vinegar concoctions during a hurricane?
Exactly. That's the million-dollar question. And it's something we all need
And
to
they
think
sound
about.
so good.
Because you never know when you might find yourself in a situation where you need accurate health information fast.
Too true. Too true. All right. Well, on that note.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
And be sure to
Okay.
check your sources.
Thank you. You got it. I'm going to leave you on this. I'm going to shut down everything. But you got the idea how to use it.
Yeah.
Incredible.
What about
no?
the setting?
What?
You have notebook LM frac.
Share your screen.
On the settings, they have a setting with a Kugellager. What is the word in English? Like teeth on a bicycle. What is it called?
The gears.
The gears. When you click on it, there is a light mode, a Discord, and a notebook.
Yeah, settings. Yeah, I got it right here. I'm sharing my screen here. So it's notebook.
FAQ.
Yeah, and switch to light mode. So there's a notebook here of their frequently asked questions. And what's new? How to use notebook.
Yeah.
See what is notebook, uploading your first source, asking questions, features.
Oh, there is a version for business, upcoming version for business.
Upcoming.
Via Google Workspace.
It's with that
enhanced
workspace.
Features for business, universities, and organizations.
Right.
From the start.
Asking questions. What is this? Once you've uploaded your sources, you can ask the model questions about your source material or give model instructions. You can use the checkbox on each source. Okay, so you can have citations too.
Oh, you can join a pilot.
I don't know what that is.
It's a pilot. They're testing it.
Oh, you're right. Well, that's basically, I think, what it is now. Pricing. What's the pricing here? It's still in early testing, so we're not charging for access time. You got it?
Yeah.
So it's a pilot. This is one of the things in their labs. You know, that's part of their labs. And sometimes I'm in their labs. You know. I've been one of the.
Oh, they want to have a business email in order to gain access to that. So usually.
No, I don't think so. It's my ARush I'm using, and I have the lab. It doesn't have anything to do with business. They just started trying it out on a number of different people. They're also seeing what people are doing, and you can share your notebooks.
What's my business email?
I have no idea what your business is.
ARush@miami.edu.
Just do mine. What do you need to share? Where do you see you need that?
Yours is.
Huh?
Yours is s.rush.
Yeah, miami.edu. Where I'm stopping. Share your screen. Where you're talking about.
Just wait for a second. You see if they will give you access to that.
Access to what?
To the new version.
Oh. Incredible though, no?
Yes.
Mind blowing. You want to share your screen or you want?
Oh, Professor, I entered your information because.
Okay.
Company size.
What does it say?
Industry. Okay. Okay.
Incredible.
The university is not a Google Workspace customer, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know. You understand? I really don't know. Because it's so big, maybe it is. You know what I mean?
But we don't have
Because
access to it.
I know for student accounts,
Yeah,
they now give Gmail for students. Faculty still have Outlook and stuff.
but
For students,
we don't have it,
no,
faculty.
not as far as I know. You got it? But I'm not sure.
You want to switch account from Dr. S. Rush at Gmail? They will send you an email. We will reach you out via email if you are accepted into the pilot.
Okay, fine. Okay, because I'm going to stop now.
This notebook is a killer app. Wow.
Okay. So this was productive today.
Very.
What do you think?
Yeah.
We learned a lot from even that Office 365 Copilot.
Yes.
We learned that this was not the best, but we also saw this notebook, LM.
This notebook LM is just a killer.
And you know what you do? You can take that audio link,
Yeah.
what they did on Wismore Biz,
Yeah.
and add it to your website.
Yeah, which will be a perfect assignment for the class when they make a website.
Everybody's website, they do a notebook LM.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And that female male combination.
Yeah.
And they make it light, and they also, and look at that, they studied a little bit. What about putting chlorine and those chemicals together in those? They had some sense to it.
It is a total stunner for me. Wow. This is what I was looking for. One good, only
And
one.
can you use it today?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. What I wanted you to tell you, instead of starting with Python and all the other, and Visual Studio.
Yeah, the problem is to see really one app that is worthwhile.
You know what was, I just saw there, when you did that Adobe, I wasn't even aware of it. At the beginning of the week, Adobe had a Miami conference.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Yeah.
Adobe Max or something like that.
Yeah, it was in Miami. Didn't even know about it. And I was off on Monday too. But it's okay.
We stopped using it really that much. So
it really was. It's too much. It's an overkill all the time. You know.
All the time the hustle with the cloud and.
Sometimes though, had we known about it, we would have gone. You understand?
Oh yeah, I would have gone if I knew about it.
Right. Okay. Talk to you later. And it's interesting. I went to look at what's 2025, and they're moving it to Las Vegas.
Moving what to Las Vegas?
What? That Adobe Max or whatever that was. Okay. All right. I'm ending the conversation. Thank you very much for attending.
Okay. Wow.
And we'll talk to you soon. Incredible, huh?
Yeah.
That was just worth it. It woke you up, I think.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I'm ending.
Bye. Oh no.
You were using my DRS Rush at Gmail. Use your sign in with your Gmail account.
Doesn't matter.
No, but you get to see it because you get to do so many. What do you think?
That's incredible.
And how they did with the toilet, and but how they got the the shower with the lanyard. You attach the the hose spray to your lanyard.
Yeah.
But they got the bleach and right. It wasn't a day to go to Key Biscayne. You agree?
Yeah.
And in a hurricane doing fungus. You like that one?
Yeah.
What was this? Oh, put this in the fridge. I'm gonna get a hot tea. You want a hot tea?
Yes.
Wow. You know what incredible is?
What is the word on Sue? Do you know? Wow.